who's the coordinator for Samaj Ka Chetna Vedika, to come. And after him, our final speaker, Professor John Vernon. So, Sajee Gopal.
Friends, I would like to analyze this issue from a human rights perspective in a political context. I think when the right to life is denied by the state, when the right to life is denied by the state, and thousands of innocent people are killed by the state, and also the killers, the alleged killers, go scot-free, right? This is a failure of our democracy. And also it's a crime against humanity. Since we have a very short time, I would like to analyze a few points. Number one is the Operation Blue Star, right? If we analyze from a rights perspective, what I consider it is a war crime, because on the attack of Golden Temple, approximately 10,000 Indian military, right? 10,000, and also CRPF, with helicopters, with artillery, with tanks. They have attacked a religious place. India is a signatory for Geneva Conventions. According to the Geneva Convention, any country, right, which attacks its own civilians with the military is considered as a war crime. I mean, the fundamental question is whether the Indian government, does it have the authority to engage military on its own civilians? I mean, the Indian state, right, does it really respect the Indian constitution? So these are some of the fundamental questions. So if you see the legacy of the Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, she has committed two mistakes. I'm sure many of you remember, in 1977, she imposed emergency, right? And she violated the human rights. And the second mistake is the attack on the Golden Temple. I think it is no doubt, right? I'm sure there are a lot of lawyers and attorneys. It is considered as a war crime. The second point is, I want to take from Operation Blue Star to Operation Green Hunt, right? Because this Operation Blue Star happened 28 years ago, but the pattern of genocide, the pattern of state terrorism is keep on continuing, right? I mean, if you draw a parallel between the Operation Blue Star and Operation Green Hunt, in both the cases, the military is engaged, right? And the target is innocent civilians, right? And there are thousands of killings. So I think state terrorism is one of the worst. I would like to quote here a famous quote from Professor Noam Chomsky and Edward Said: "The numbers tormented and killed by official violence, right, wholesale as opposed to the retail terror, during the recent decades have exceeded those of unofficial terrorists by a factor of running into thousands of numbers." So the point is, the state terrorism, the state violence is much more severe, right, compared to any political group. That is the point I want to drive. In 1984, after the Indira Gandhi killing, I think if you see a collective punishment, according to PUCL and PUDR fact-finding report, approximately there's more than 7,000 innocent Sikh civilians were killed by the ruling party. I think it is very important to understand wherever there is mass killing take place, be it in 1984, be it in Gujarat, be it in Hyderabad, the mass killing cannot be done without the consent of the ruling party. It cannot be done with the conspiracy of the state. So in 1994, it is a clear evidence the Congress party leaders, who were the ruling party, the Jagdish Titler, HKL Bhagat, Sachin Kumar, these are the principal conspirators who are responsible for this 1984 genocide. But what happened? Did Indian state, did they prosecute them? Did they punish them? Rather than punishing these alleged killers, they have been rewarded as a cabinet minister. I think it is very important. I think there are approximately 15 commissions and committees, right, after 1994, but not even one single political party leader, not even one single conspirator got punished. So we have to understand, right, how do we achieve justice? Is it like Sikhs fighting their lone battle of 1984, Muslims fighting in Gujarat riots, Muslims demanding for justice, At the same time, the thousands of Adivasis in Chhattisgarh, in Odisha, right, they are also facing the same cruelty of the Indian military. So I think the point is, we can't afford to fight lone battles, right? If you see in the Dallas community, there are communities from Palestinians, right, from Sri Lankan Tamilians, right, and also people from South India. It is very important that we have to build a unified struggle, right? We have to build a unified voice. So unless and until we come together, right, we build a unified voice and unified struggle, we cannot achieve justice and we cannot achieve our rights. Thank you.
I think Sajee wanted to say much more, but we're running short out of time. But he actually named names. So those of you who are wondering who those people are, Google them. He had very